I'm going to show a brief overview of how our Gearset integration works with Provar. There are two ways that you can integrate Gearset with Provar. The first is by installing our Provar Manager Gearset plugin from the Provar Manager setup page. If you have Provar Manager installed, you'll navigate to Provar Manager Setup, where you'll be able to go to the Plugins tab and then install the Gearset plugin from there. Once you have the plugin installed, you'll navigate to the Provar Manager Gearset plugin once the permission set has been assigned to your recording users. From here, you can configure your Gearset API key, test the connection, and configure your job sync interval to sync Gearset jobs back into Manager. Once you save your settings, you can go into the Gearset Job Manager, where you have the opportunity to monitor, trigger, and cancel all of your Gearset jobs from within Salesforce. You can also create links to test plan schedules with your Gearset CI jobs. This allows you to create an intelligent, seamless CI/CD process with embedded test automation. So if I go to a particular job record here, you'll see that I have one link to a particular test plan schedule. We can unlink it, and then we can create a link to a test plan schedule that is in an active status. These test plan schedules could be Apex tests, they could be external callouts to other API sources, or they can be running Provar test plans from within our operating. Once the test plan schedule has been linked, you'll be able to run the Gearset CI job and then automatically trigger test plan schedule jobs to run upon successful completion of the Gearset CI job. We can also view a history of all the jobs here by clicking on View History, which will show all the test results and job run results for our Gearset CI jobs. If we trigger a Gearset CI job, we'll get a confirmation message, and then shortly after we'll be able to navigate over into Gearset, where we can see the CI job being kicked off. We'll see that the CI job has been kicked off, and this will perform our deployment or validation inside of Gearset directly. The results will be reported back into Manager, and we'll be able to poll the status of those reports by refreshing our page here and seeing that the status of those particular job runs directly inside of Provar. For any job runs that have linked test plan schedules, the associated test plan schedule jobs will be linked automatically, and we'll be able to navigate those to see all the test results for a particular deployment that triggered that test plan schedule. We can also configure the integration another way from Gearset directly by navigating into Gearset and going into your connections and going into source control and services and configuring a connection to Provar Manager from there using OAuth. Once you have your API key set up with Provar Manager, you can enable that connection. From here, you can go into any of your jobs inside of Gearset and you can go to tests. You'll be able to configure your Provar Manager connection by selecting Test to Run Provar Manager, and then setting the test plan schedule ID directly inside of Gearset. What this will do is automatically run the test plan schedule from Gearset upon completion of the job. This allows us to do it in one of two ways, and it enables a bi-directional sync between Provar Manager and Gearset. By doing it in Provar Manager, this gives us the capability to report on all deployments and test plans that we run inside of Provar, and create a report showing the impact of those deployments on our test plans.